But let's go now, seeing as we've finally made it after a 15-kilometre walk to the studio to hear a very special song. This is At the Drive-In, live on the joint, Patton against User.
This one's for our boys in Coldplay. Coldplay.
Sensational. At the Drive-In, live on the joint, Patton against User. Welcome, Cedric, and welcome. Can you introduce me to the rest of the band? I've met Cedric, I've met Omar in the corner there.
I'm Paul.
Paul, how do you do? Thanks for coming on the show.
Jim.
How do you do?
Tony.
I'm Tony.
How do you do? I like to pass my sweater around at the beginning of the show so everyone's slippery. Do you want to come and have a chat?
Sure.
This is the chatting part of the show. Omar, I believe you like to just play with the pedals that are here. There is 15,211 pedals here at last count. Very amazing kind of old-looking pedals too. Omar's coming! He's stuffed the pedals. You should have the Kiss Drug, I think. Now, the action, the big day out action. I've been emailed by a guy in New Zealand that asked very upsettedly why you weren't at the New Zealand Big Day Out show.
We were in Japan.
Japan? What were you doing there?
We had a tour booked in Japan and a tour booked in Europe before and after. I mean, before we got the call for Big Day Out. So we had to skip the Auckland show and we're skipping the West Coast as well. So it's not because we don't want to go, believe me. Any new country is good for us.
I heard there was a rumour you were heading there after the Big Day Out to do the O week, the orientation week.
No, I don't think so, no.
I don't even know what that is.
There's tears here, people saying no, don't mention that, so possibly that's happening. On TV, that's generally the sign, don't mention it, that could be happening. So,
well, we're going to be in Europe for a month after this, and then we're taking 5 weeks off, so.
5 weeks too long?
I'm getting married.
Maybe for you.
Come on.
Congratulations.
Give me 5 weeks, guy.
That's all right. So you're honeymooning? Is that why the band's taking a rest?
Yeah, and everybody else has other projects besides that to drive and stuff. Yeah, so we take time off to do other stuff besides just this.
Sweet. So you got a good ring? You got a good ring?
Just like in Texas.
Yeah. Got the one-arm scissor ring.
The one-arm scissor. I'm glad you brought up one-arm scissors. I haven't actually. I don't know if I've got the strength to make a one-arm scissor.
It's actually easy. It's vodka and Red Bull.
Yeah.
Is that what a one-arm scissor is?
That's what we call it.
We're passing the word.
It's been fueling our tour.
So how do you send a transmission from it?
Oh, you drink enough and you'll get it, man. You'll
Projectile transmission. I have about 5 of them.
So that's what it's become on the tour. But what was it when you wrote the song? What is one-arm scissor?
Basically, it's us in a nutshell. It's everything that we deal with on tour. It's through the eyes of a fictional character named the One-Arm Scissor. A bit like.
Hence the video clip.
Yeah,
very toury.
A bit very space orientated, maybe like Ziggy Stardust, But like it's us mailing postcards home. It's us dealing with different cultures, culture clash and stuff like that. Flipping our van and meeting people we don't like. You know what I mean? It's many things. It's us in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Got to document
Basically,
it all.
it's our life. So.
Do you ever mix up wardrobe? Do you ever put on the wrong black shirt or the wrong black jeans?
No, we know by smell.
Yeah,
actually.
We only know. Each of us only has a couple of pair of clothes. So.
Exactly.
Well, this is the. We've seen this shirt. You're wearing it inside out tonight, and I believe. Can we get a close up of your shirt?
No.
It looks like it's the Victor. I don't know if you've ever heard of
It's
Victor.
Victims. It's
There's an
band
Australian
from Sioux
lawnmower.
City, Iowa.
They've ripped off the Victor lawnmower thing, Australian lawnmower thing.
This shirt's been on tour for about 3 years solid.
Can I smell the shirt?
Oh, sure.
Wow, brave man.
Hey, smell this. Right?
It's only 2 shows. It's only 2 shows.
Just smell in there. Pure.
That is so exotic.
It's Puerto Rican.
It's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican is this what the I don't know if we can get some kind. We've got magical cameraman in here tonight documenting the flags on the record.
Right.
If you can go tight and hard in there. Puerto Rican. You're Puerto Rican, so a Puerto Rican flag for Omar. Cedric. Mexican flag. Tony.
Lebanese.
Tony Lebanese. Jim.
I'm Texan.
Texan.
Yeah.
And that's the
The
Texas flag.
furthest back my family goes is to Wales. So I actually fly the Welsh flag on my guitar.
Wow.
And it's rad because when you're in England, it's kind of like, not oppressed or anything, but kind of a look down upon.
It's great that you've got a
Part of the
tattoo
country.
on your arm.
Yeah. It's crazy they put the needle on that stage.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I tried rubbing this one off.
Yeah, they told me it would last a week. I don't know what happened, man.
Paul, your flag? Mexican as well.
Mexican,
Well, it's interesting. Speaking of Texas, that your governor and our president is such a fan.
Yeah.
What a big fan he is. I don't know if we can get a great shot. I brought in so many things to get shots of.
He goes to all our shows, too.
Look at him doing the
really
new
big
metal
fan.
sign of the beast.
He was our tour manager for a while.
It's lucky he didn't pitch some of your music to, kind of
The only
propagate
thing
his.
good about that is, maybe music will be a little bit better. Reagan years had some good punk music, and now that he's in office, we'll have something to really rebel against. So
That's cool.
Hopefully it'll make the
makes
kids, stress out and have to make some good punk rock music, some good rock music, some good dance music.
As long as your country doesn't completely, blow up everyone else, or
Yeah, he'll
cut off
try.
everyone's
He'll
hands
try.
or
I'm sure.
some kind of weird. What's the weirdest thing George Bush is going to do while he's president?
I think the weirdest thing about the whole thing is that by popular vote, Al Gore won.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we have this racist system called the Electoral College.
yeah.
So he won.
Yeah.
Which is basically, they did that so that the African American slaves couldn't vote. That's why the Electoral College is around.
It
You do
seemed
your
like a
research.
dismal kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty lame. So hopefully this will bring attention and we'll suffer for 4 years and we'll get rid of this stupid system that we have and
Yeah.
move
Well,
on.
maybe I should burn him. Here we go. Should I burn George? Okay, and we're doing upside down. Oh, the light. This is.
You see, that's
Has anyone got a lighter? This is live TV.
You know what? I was born and raised in Texas.
Oh yeah, George. Thanks for coming on the show, George. That was great to have you here. We're sorry we had to kind of put you out in flames. Thanks for chatting to us. You're going to play some more songs from us. Let's bring on the dates where you can see at the drive-in, of course, at the big day outs. Sorry about the flame. Quick, bring on the dates. The studio's on fire. The security's coming. Fall back wedges. 10:30 slot. Darren coming to the rescue. There are the dates there. See them in Melbourne, and that's probably your last chance. More info at thedrivein.net, where there's also some bizarre on-tour shenanigan skit kind of action, which is very dangerous. Now, do you like to swear? I've got to warn people at home. We're about to play a clip with a lot of swearing, like just the swear words are piled on top of one another. It's Richard's Creamery. Do you like to swear? There couldn't be a better warning. Here is Dr. Dre featuring Eminem. Forget about Dre. Remember at the drive-in. Came in so quietly, the crowd built up. There's members of Coldplay here. It's very special. Take it away.
That our preliminary findings indicate that your onboard 90000 computer is in error predicting the fault. That our preliminary findings indicate that your onboard 90000 computer is in error predicting the fault. That our preliminary findings indicate that your onboard 90000 computer is in error predicting the fault. That our preliminary findings indicate that your onboard 90000 computer is in error predicting the fault. That our preliminary findings indicate that your onboard 900 computer is in error predicting the fault. That our preliminary findings indicate that your onboard
Oh yeah! At the drive-in, live on the joint, 198D. Before that, Arcarsenal, and of course I should have mentioned. It's incredibly rude of me not to. Where's it gone? This is their debut record, which if you probably already got, but if you haven't, this is what to be looking for: Relationship of Command. And just before we move on, Jim, is that a Welsh? Oh, I hope I got that there. I'm still practicing here for this job. Is that a Welsh flag? Did you borrow that from the Manic Street Preachers?
No, it's the end of my bloodline.
End of your bloodline, of course, going back to Wales. Explaining it. So I just... Thanks for explaining that. Another song to come shortly from At the Drive-In. But now, thanks to everyone for coming in tonight. If you go to the big day out tomorrow, lots of water. It's going to be a hot one. And of course, you can watch it most of the day here on Channel V. Otherwise, enjoy Melbourne, Adelaide and Perth. Thank you, Jukey Boy. Thanks to our guests in the studio. Thanks to you, the big old band from Texas. This is At the Drive-In right now. Live on the joint, quarantined.